Okay, so today we're in one of my favorite places, which is the gym at the Speechify house. We got an amazing bench press over there. We got the decline bench press. We have my favorite shoulder machine that I've ever come across. And then Simon's crushing it on the pull-ups over there. Fitness is one of my favorite things in the world. In fact, when I set out my goals, I have 5 categories that I go after. Goals that I have for my loved ones, goals that I have in business, goals that I have in fitness, goals that I have in my love life, and adventures that I want to do. But fitness is a core part of it. When I was 16, I saw the cover of the Prince of Persia poster, and Jake Gyllenhaal had this line between his delts, and I was like, well, I gotta get that line too. So I started going to the gym, and for 3 years, I made no progress, like no progress. I would lift, nothing changed in my body. And then I read an amazing book called The 4-Hour Body by Tim Ferriss. And the most important information I got from that book is if you want to gain muscle, you have to eat a caloric excess. So the body is a science equation. What you take in either is burnt as energy that helps you do stuff, or is kept in the body as fat or muscle. So the 3 macronutrients are protein, fats, and carbs, and they're equal to the overall caloric intake you have during a day. So if you do grams of protein consumed in a day times 4, plus grams of fat consumed in a day times 9, plus grams of carbs consumed in a day times 4, you're going to get the total amount of calories you ate in a day. My recommendation if you're trying to build muscle is you eat 1x to 1.3x your body weight in pounds in grams of protein. So I weigh about 175 pounds, so I'm gonna eat about 220 grams of protein per day. After that, you wanna eat at least 50 to 60 grams of fat per day. If you eat less than that, you're not gonna produce enough hormones in your body, and that's a no-go, so minimum 50 to 60 grams of fat per day. And then after that, you back solve for the carbs. So how do you back solve for the carbs? If you're someone like me, I'm 5'10", 175 pounds. My caloric maintenance is typically between 1,900 calories and 2,200 calories. The best way to figure out what your maintenance is to get a DEXA scan, and or even better than that, measure your weight every single morning for 7 days in a row, and then see your average for the last 7 days. That's your normal weight. And then track all the things that you eat in a day using an app called MyFitnessPal. And it'll tell you exactly how many calories you ate per day, as well as the protein, fats, and carbs that you ate in that day. And aim for a specific amount of calories that you're going to eat in that day. Let's say 2,000 calories. If you eat 2,000 calories a day, every day for 7 days, if you don't lose weight, 2,000 calories is your maintenance. If you lose weight, 2,000 calories is too small, your maintenance is probably 2,100 or 2,200. If you gain weight, which is unlikely as a guy, then your maintenance might be a little. For me, it's typically between 1,900 and 2,000 calories a day. So if I want to bulk up, you need to eat a caloric excess of 3,500 calories per week to gain a pound of weight, and you need to eat a caloric deficit of 3,500 calories per week to lose a pound of weight. 3,500 divided by 7, it's 500 calories per day, either above or below your maintenance if you want to lose a pound or gain a pound per week. Chicken breast is the highest protein to overall calorie ratio food that there is. The other high protein foods other than chicken breast are 0% Greek yogurt, protein powder, whether it be whey. I personally like to eat pea-based protein powder like Vega or Orgain. Beef, so like roast beef, for example. Eggs, incredible, especially egg whites. Salmon, tuna, any type of fish. And if you optimize that thing, that's it. You're gonna gain muscle and you're gonna lose weight. There's a hypothesis that you can't gain muscle and lose weight at the same time, and I believed it for a long time. Because when I got into fitness, I would read all the PDFs, all the academic papers, and some of them indicated you can't gain muscle and lose weight at the same time. But then I used myself as a guinea pig, and I did this amazing thing called the DEXA scan. You can get it for 45 bucks if you live in LA or San Francisco or New York or any of these cities. It's called DEXA, which it scans your body for 7 minutes, and it tells you exactly the breakdown between muscle, bone, and fat in your body. You can see that when I started to get really serious about it, I was gaining muscle and losing fat at the same time. And the reason was that I was eating high amounts of protein and I was working out really hard. And I'd worked out before, but not at that level of intensity. The key to crushing it in the gym and in fitness is measure your food and measure your workouts. And so if you want growth, it's not luck, it's discipline, it's consistency, it's setting out your goals first and then you hit them. And the beautiful thing is if you learn how to do that in the gym, it's very easy to then translate that into business, into relationships, into music, into any part of your life. Other beautiful thing is in business, for example, for Speechify, sometimes things haven't gone my way and I was in a funk for many months, sometimes even a year. And especially in times when I'm trying to move the needle and I can't, and I'm trying and I'm trying and I'm trying, my support system, my solitude, is going to the gym. Because in the gym, there's no such thing as luck. You get out of it exactly what you put into it. And sometimes you hit plateaus, but that's okay. If you hit plateaus, stick to the consistency and then study the workouts, study the nutrition, get creative, and you'll figure out how to break through your plateaus. That's one of the really cool things about fitness. You can be a scientist about your own body and discover what works for you. I realized that dairy isn't good for me. I realized that gluten isn't ideal for me, but it's fine. And I realized that some people say you should take a rest day, and by and large that's true. The biggest growth I had from my chest is bench pressing every single day. People tell you that you won't get additional growth by eating more than 1-to-1 ratio of grams of protein to pounds of weight in your body. Well, I tried eating 1.3 grams of protein to 1 pound of weight in my body, and I had huge improvements in my muscle gain and fat loss. So whatever you're doing, whether it's fitness or music or business, set your goals, track your progress, be consistent, and see how you can improve over time.